Hello and welcome. This is Nupur and today I will create an easy shaped card using the alarm clock stamp by Heartfelt Creations. I have already rubbed my anti-static powder on a piece of watercolor cardstock and now I am stamping my image using Versamark ink. It is a clear sticky ink. I will stamp the image twice since the watercolor cardstock has texture and I want to ensure that everything gets stamped nicely. Now I will pour liquid platinum embossing powder on the stamped image and shake off the excess. I like to give it a few good taps to remove any excess powder sticking on the cardstock. Always pour the extra powder back in the jar and close the lid tightly to avoid moisture damage. Now it's time to heat emboss. I get my heat gun hot and ready before I point it towards my cardstock. Keep moving the heat gun around to minimize warping and burning the embossing powder. I also like to heat the cardstock from the back. This also helps in reducing the cardstock warping. You know the embossing is done when the powder is melted and shiny, like you can see here. Let's start coloring. I start by applying plain water on the part I want to color. Then I pick the color with my brush and apply it where I want it to be the darkest. In this case, I am applying it on the edges and then I pull the color inwards. The color gets lighter towards the center and the water layer helps it to blend without any harsh lines. Today I am using Alter New watercolors, Brustro green gold brushes and Brustro 300 GSM watercolor cardstock. I don't have to make a lot of effort to stay within the lines because the embossed edges create a boundary that automatically helps me to stay inside the lines. Once the coloring is done, I am going to die cut the images using matching dies. I am also going to cut 2 more pieces of white cardstock to make my card base. Here you can see all the die cut pieces that we need for the card. I am going to ink the center of one white die cut with Mermaid Lagoon Distress ink. I am doing this so that even if a little piece of this is visible beneath the dial piece, it will blend in instead of showing stark white color. Now I am gluing down the colored piece on the white base using liquid glue. Then I will adhere the clock's dial piece using double-sided foam tape and add some dimension. Lastly, I will glue down the clock hands. Now I am going to score the remaining white die cut to create the card base. We will glue down the top portion only. I prefer to use liquid glue for this step as I want both the front and back to attach securely. Take care that you don't accidentally apply glue on the score line or the card won't open properly. Carefully align and adhere both the pieces together and press firmly. Off screen, I had heat embossed and die cut the sentiment. I will glue it down inside the card. Here is our completed card. Now it's time to embellish it. I am going to use a magnolia branch that was white heat embossed on vellum. I also had some extra flowers and leaves from another project that I will be using to decorate this card. I have cut the magnolia piece into 2 parts and I am shaping them with the back of my groove core tool. I will adhere them on the right side with hot glue gun. If you want to learn how to make these beautiful magnolias, then you can check out my magnolia video tutorial that I will link here in the top right corner and in the description below. The last and final step is to add some bling. I am using a pink rhinestone sticker to decorate the clock. Make cuts in between if the sticker doesn't want to stay put on the curved path. Here is a closer look at the finished card. If you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see my future videos. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.